everybody, it's Lori. Welcome to my studio. I'm so glad you stopped by. I'm happy to see you today. I have missed putting out a video. I didn't do one last week. I got sick again. I'm not sure if it was the newest variant of COVID or some kind of a weird cold. Don't know. I didn't bother doing a test. I just was staying home anyway. I didn't have much else going on, but it's just one of those things. I seem to pick that up when I go to the doctor. I have to do more virtual visits instead of going into the office because I keep picking things up when I go into the office. Anyway, that's just me. I hope you had a good 2 weeks and that you have found some love and joy in your life and some happy times. This is a really cool time of year around here, anyway. I mean, every time of year can be. It depends on what you're looking at. But anyway, to the painting first. I'm still playing around with the palette knife, as you can see. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I did this one and I actually edited the video before I got sick, so I thought I would have it out early for you. But then, yeah, I lost my voice for almost the whole week. It wasn't good. Anyway, um, this is, I don't know. I decided to try the dark background for contrast, so I started with the black. I'm not sure I was crazy about that, but it ended up turning out awesome when it was done. So I used a lot of warm fall autumn type colors. Um, it's autumn this in this part of the country where I am in this part of the world. I'm in the United States in the Finger Lakes region of New York State. Nowhere near that big city, but anyway, I really love living here, and we have our area that we live is very full of small mountains, lots of trees, and I think I told you in my last video about the bear that ran out in front of me when I was driving down the road. That was really interesting. That was the first time I ever saw a bear in real life. But yeah, it's really a cool time of year. We're having a stretch of a few days here that are in the 70s, and then they're saying we could possibly even get a little snow next week. Go figure. That's, the glory of living where I live, where our seasons are very extreme. We can have 90 degrees in the summer and minus 20 in the winter with the wind chills. But, it is what it is, and it's fun. It keeps you thinking. What do I wear today? You got to really check the weather because you can actually have all four seasons within 1 week around here. Especially in the autumn and in the spring. That's when the seasons are changing and we can see almost anything depending on what's going on. They're calling for a strong El Nino, which can mean a lot of storms for some part of this country. But it means warmer than normal temperatures and less precipitation where I live. Last year we were kind of in the same pattern, but I'm guessing from what I'm hearing that it's a little more extreme this year. So we'll see. We didn't get much snow at all last year. I know the ski resorts and things like that weren't happy, but it didn't bother me much. I love looking at the snow from the inside, but our winters are just a little bit too long. Maybe I should become a snowbird and go south for the winter. Anyway, that's how it is. It's a different type of a season, the fall, the autumn, the colors of the trees, they start turning all this orange and red and yellow, and they start falling to the ground a little bit. There's pumpkins and winter squash, and it's the end of the harvesting of the growing season. So our food choices change. It's you start getting out your jeans again and sweaters and boots and things instead of your shorts and tank tops. It's fun to have the changing of the seasons. So I kind of went with some of those colors in today's painting, and it got me thinking a lot about all of the different things that we celebrate around where I live and in my household this time of year. it's football season too. American football. I know these videos can go all over the world, so it's not just, in most of the countries, when they hear the word football, they think of what we call soccer. And it's all just a little bit different, but it's the same at the same point in time. We've had football games, American football games played in England the last several years. My team, the Buffalo Bills, played this year, and I don't think they did well with the jet lag. It took them a couple of weeks to kind of catch up, and I'm not sure they ever did yet. Maybe by this weekend's football game. They're actually playing Thursday night this week, but anyway, we'll see. They're having their struggles, but I love them anyway. I've been loving the Bills forever, for my whole life. And anyway, um, so I thought we would kind of talk about different things and how different people celebrate this time of year and have joy. Joy is something that we should always be striving for. We just it's a good thing. We can always find something that is not going our way or something that we don't like. Sometimes with what's going on around us, we can find it difficult to find the joy. You know, I think you've probably all heard about thoughts are things, and your thoughts are what you bring into your reality. You create your own reality, all of those catchphrases. And it's true. I have played around with that consciously for many years and discovered that it really is true. What is on your mind, what you expect, what your beliefs are, that it's going to be what you see and what is in your world. Um, your reality is going to be a little bit different than everybody else's around you. There's no two people that have the same reality. I think it's got a lot to do with what you see, what you focus on, you know, like when you buy a new car, you haven't seen many of that type of car on the road, but then when you buy yours, suddenly they're everywhere, you know. So some of it I think is that it's in our conscious mind and it's what we have on our mind, so we're seeing it, we're noticing it, but I think I know quantum physics has proven that um, it really is what we create. We are actually creating more of what we're thinking about. So, anyway, where I'm going with this is if we think about all of the negative things that are going on around us, if we focus on that, that's what we're going to see and that's what we're going to bring into our world, our life. Or if we focus on the happiness and the good things, that's where we're going to see what we're going to see. And, there's a lot of things that you can't do anything about, so you might as well just be happy anyway. Happiness is a choice. Um, so some of the things that make me happy this time of year are the fall colors, and that's why I used them in this painting. I just thought it was really, really fitting, and it's very cool to see those colors. And walking around outside is awesome this time of year too, and you crunch in the leaves that are on the ground. You hear the crunch, crunch of the leaves. Um, Taking a hike or taking a walk, something that I would love to be able to do again, and I will be able to do that again. I struggle to walk at this point, but that's something that I don't want to focus on, and I have to really work at focusing on other things so that that doesn't stay a part of my reality. I don't like it. Anyway, I also, in my house, the many things change besides the weather outside. The type of food that we eat changes. We do a lot of grilling in the summertime with grilled vegetables and grilled meats and cold salads and things like that. And it changes in the fall. We go into soups and stews and um, squash, and I still do roasted vegetables, but I do them in the house in the oven or the air fryer instead of on the grill. Um, whether it's roasted squash or cauliflower or broccoli or whatever else. Summer squash is and the corn on the cob is gone for the year. If you want it fresh from the farm, which is the way I really like that stuff, fresh from the farm right around my area. And there's all kinds of farmer stands, and now they have pumpkins and winter squash, acorn squash, and all that kind of stuff. Corn stalks to decorate your house with, and pumpkins to decorate your house with. But you can cook with them too. You can make pumpkin pie. You know what's really good is putting stuffing for your turkeys or whatever, even if you're not having a turkey, cooking it inside of a pumpkin shell. That is really good. Really good. It gives it such an interesting flavor. I like almost everything. And pumpkin spice latte. That's the big thing. I go to Dunkin' Donuts and get my pumpkin spice latte whenever I'm in an area that I can. The closest one to me is about a half an hour away, but I have to go shopping in these bigger stores too, and so I do travel to these places often. And so I've had several pumpkin pie or pumpkin spice signature lattes at Dunkin'. There's an advertisement for Dunkin' Donuts. Anyway, um, they're good, and so the seasons bring a change in food. They bring special celebrations for, like, around here we celebrate Halloween. Um, it's fun to open the door and give the kids candy when they come by. During COVID, it didn't happen, obviously, and I was wondering if it ever would come back because so many other things have changed since then, but it did. It came back. I don't know if as many kids are out. I live in a different spot now than I used to. I moved to the Finger Lakes southern part of the state where I used to live up in a mid-sized city, and up by Lake Ontario, up that way. And there was always a lot of kids in that neighborhood. But again, that was dwindling as we were getting closer to the COVID time, which is the time that my house sold and I moved. Gosh, I almost wish I didn't sell it right then because it would have been worth a lot more a couple of years later with the housing spike that we're having. Although maybe, I don't know. You can't go back and look and say, what if, what if, what if. It is what it is. I went along with what was my thing. And I'm actually really happy to be down here towards closer to the southern tier in these quieter parts. It's and my household too is really special. I moved in with my man, and his daughter's been here. She's now in college, so she's living there, but she comes home pretty much every weekend, at least for a night. She's only about 40 minutes away, and it's really cool. I'm really happy living here, and I get to enjoy more of the trees and the colors and the seasons here than I did in that mid-sized city. It was a lot more buildings and a lot less wilderness. You didn't really see a lot of bears up there, but the way we're chasing them out, I don't know. You never know. We were seeing a lot of other animals. My sister lives up there, and my mom is with her. Um, anyway, they see a lot more foxes and skunk and stuff in the neighborhood now than used to be. They've built up around the area and chased all the wild animals into more populated areas, so they're getting used to people. I don't know what that's going to mean going forward, but anyway, um, yeah. So that's kind of what things happen around here, and oh, food, football. Yeah, I love to do chili on football days, or pizza and wings. Of course, being a Buffalo fan and not too far from Buffalo, We do buffalo wings. We don't do chicken wings. So buffalo wings have the spicy sauce and blue cheese to dip them in. None of the ranch. That's not right. That's just not right. You know, buffalo wings were started off in Buffalo. That's why they're called buffalo wings. The Anchor Bar in Buffalo, that's the place where that all happened. And it just went crazy around everywhere. I remember the first time somebody said, "Oh, you got to try these chicken wings." I'm like, "Chicken wings? Why would you eat chicken wings? There's nothing there but yuck." And I'll tell you what, I love them. Anyway, what do you do for the fall? What do you do? Um, do you, or if you're in a different part of the world, different hemisphere, what do you do this time of year? What season is it? What kind of special celebrations or holidays do you celebrate? Or do you have going on this time of year? I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. I'd love to share some thoughts like that, some happy things that go on because, it's hard to hear from people about the happy times and the happy things that are going on in their neck of the woods because, it's not like they have happy news channel that you can go to. Wish they did. That would be cool. Happy News Channel. All happy news all day long. Just like, all these other channels have all the scary news all day long. Let's have a happy news channel all day long. That'd be awesome. Not sure that I don't know. Maybe we are ready for something like that. That would be kind of cool. Anyway, um, so you know, I guess that's it. I don't know what else to say. I would love to hear from you though about that and changing the painting again. I didn't like that. It's going so far away there. Anyway, I don't know if that made any sense to you going so far away. That squiggly line that was going way too far down. It was just the balance was off and in my mind. So I kept going. I keep going. I keep going. I keep going. Um, you know, I think with this one, I kept going even after the painting was done. So I'm going to put a picture of that at the end of this video before I post it. I'm going to go get one now, as a matter of fact, and put a picture of the finished product on this video for you to see. And then you can tell me what you think. Should I have left it the way it was? Or do you like what I did off camera? Do you like it better now that I did more to it? Anyway, that would be interesting because sometimes I look at them and I'm like, maybe I should have left it the way it was. But then I look at the actual painting at the end and I'm like, ooh, that's better. That has, but they're both good. I don't know sometimes. I don't know. I'd love to hear your opinion. So yeah, leave me a message and let me know what you think, if you would. And I'd love to hear again anything else that you have going on in your world that happy thoughts for today. Let's get some happy thoughts. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's get some happy thoughts going. Some happy things. Let's smile. Let's make you put something in those comments that'll make everybody smile and say, "Yeah, I like that too. That sounds awesome." Um, I don't know. Anyway, thanks for sharing some of your time with me today. I am going to put on some music and let you just sit and watch the rest of the painting so that you can there's not much left actually. Maybe get a little quiet minute in your day too. Okay? Thanks so much. I love you all so much. Thanks for sharing and you know liking the video. Click that like button. It means a lot if you would please. And also don't forget if you haven't already subscribe so that you know when I put out my next one because obviously I've been a little off schedule. I don't really have a schedule. I'm really still trying to work on that. But anyway, oh, it's over. I guess I won't put any soft music on after all. The painting's done. Look at those close ups though. That is really cool. I like it a lot. It's so pretty. I love the blending of the colors and then the pop colors in the middle. And um, yeah, these are fun. I'm going to do more of these. And I will post a picture on the end for you to see. Oh, probably got it there. So what do you think? What do you think? Should I have left it? Anyway, take care, guys. Love you so much. Have a great week. Bye.